I'm trying to survive for 24 hours straight inside a forgotten ghost village on the shores of Lake Erie. With buildings ready to collapse, wildlife I can't see, and a seriously chilling history, this is going to push my survival skills to the limit. Over the next 24 hours, I'll be dealing with total isolation, exploring buildings that haven't seen a person in decades, and trying to find the truth behind the whispers that haunt this shoreline. Think I'll make it through the night? Let's find out. This is it. There's no sign, no welcome mat. Just a wall of trees and a path that nature is trying its best to swallow. Somewhere in there is what's left of a community that time just forgot. And for the next 24 hours, this place is my home. The plan sounds simple, but I have a feeling it's going to be anything but. I have to survive out here, completely alone with only the gear on my back. This isn't just about camping in the woods. This is about spending a night inside a memory, surrounded by the ghosts of a failed dream. The story of this town is a familiar one along the Great Lakes. Back in the early 20th century, this was a small, bustling company town built around a quarry that shipped limestone out onto the lake. For a little while, it was thriving. Families lived here. These buildings were full of workers, and boats were always on the horizon. But when the industry dried up, the town died with it. People just packed up and left. Now it's a skeleton being picked apart by the wind and water. My goal is to explore what's left, piece together its history, and see if the local legends are true. They say on calm nights, you can still feel the echoes of the past. That's what I'm here to find. This is going to get intense, so if you think I can make it through the night, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let's go. All right, I'm making my way into the heart of the village now. The first thing you notice is the sound, or really the lack of it. Besides the lake and the wind, there's just silence. It's the kind of quiet that feels heavy. This looks like it might have been some kind of office, or maybe the foreman's house. You can just feel the history here. Look at this brickwork, still standing after decades of brutal lakeside winters. But nature is definitely winning this fight. Trees are growing right through the floorboards, and moss covers almost every wall. Every single step in a place like this is a risk. You're dealing with rusted metal hiding in the weeds, floors that could give way at any moment, and who knows what's made a home in here. That's rule number 1 for surviving out here. Watch your step and assume nothing is stable. You can almost picture it, can't you? 100 years ago, this building would have been buzzing with activity. People yelling, machines clanking. Now the only sound is my own feet echoing in the quiet. It's humbling, standing in a place that meant so much to so many people and is now just gone. The people are gone, the jobs are gone. All that's left are these beautiful, crumbling ruins. This had to have been one of the main processing buildings. The size of it is just incredible. It's right on the water, which makes perfect sense for loading stone onto barges. And you can really see the power of Lake Erie here. The waves and winter ice have literally chewed away the foundation. As I explore, I'm not just looking for cool ruins. I'm looking for clues about the people who were here. It's the little things they left behind that really tell the story. Things like this. Wow. Look at that. It's an old, heavy-duty wrench, almost fused to the ground. This wasn't just dropped by accident. You get the feeling it was left here on the last day, when the final whistle blew and the workers just walked away, knowing they were never coming back. Someone held this in their hands every single day. It built this place. Now it's just a relic, and this is where the local folklore starts to creep in. The area all around Lake Erie is full of ghost stories. For centuries, sailors and people living on the shore have reported seeing things they just can't explain. One of the most common legends is about ghost ships. People swear they see spectral vessels out on the water, sometimes old sailing ships or early steamers, just gliding through the fog before completely vanishing. Standing here, looking out at that huge, empty water, you can kind of see how those stories got started. The lake itself just feels ancient and full of secrets. Okay, the sun is gone. And let me tell you, the whole vibe of this place has changed. In the daylight, it's a fascinating ruin. At night, it's something else. Every shadow starts to look like a person. Every gust of wind sounds like a whisper. I found a spot that seems pretty safe to set up for the night. It's a small stone room with 3 solid walls and what's left of a roof. It should give me some protection from the wind and, well, whatever else is out here with me. This is the part of the challenge that's all in your head. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. The main fear isn't a building falling down or even running into an animal. It's the fear of the unknown. It's being totally alone in a place with so much history. All those stories about strange noises and figures on the beach suddenly feel a lot more real. My plan for the night is to just push through it. I'm going to do a few sweeps with my gear, check out the spookiest parts of the village in total darkness, and see if I can experience anything people talk about. What would you do? Hunker down and just wait for sunrise, or go out and face the dark? Let me know in the comments. My heart is pounding right now. This is where the real test begins. It's 2 a.m., the darkest, quietest part of the night, and I'm heading back toward that massive processing building by the water. If any place around here holds on to some kind of energy, it's gotta be that one. The temperature has really dropped, and the air coming off the lake is just cold and damp. It is so dark out here that without this camera, I wouldn't be able to see my hand in front of my face. Every single one of my senses is cranked to 11. Did you guys hear that? Okay, that was probably a deer or a raccoon. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But the sound was so sharp and so close. It's moments like that where your imagination just takes over. Was that an animal? Or something else? I'm inside the main building now. The wind howling through the broken walls is making these weird groaning sounds. It is genuinely terrifying. Some of the local legends around here talk about spirits haunting the sites of old tragedies, and while this place wasn't a battlefield, it was a place of backbreaking work and, in the end, failure. You can't help but feel the weight of all that disappointment in the air. Whoa, what was that? It sounds like machinery. No, that's impossible. It has to be the wind. It has to be. But for a split second, it sounded like the whole building was humming back to life. Okay, my mind is officially playing tricks on me. I'm going to sit here in the silence for a bit and just listen. This is the ultimate test of nerve. I made it. The sun is coming up. I have never, ever been so happy to see daylight. Last night was, without a doubt, one of the most intense and mentally draining experiences of my life. Every creak of the buildings, every groan of decaying metal, every rustle in the woods was amplified 1,000 times in the dark. I can't say I saw a ghost ship on the lake or came face to face with an apparition, but I can tell you this. The feeling in this place after dark is heavy with history and sadness. The fear was 100% real. Looking at the village now, in the soft morning light, it just looks peaceful again. The jagged, threatening shapes of the ruins are softened by the mist. It's a powerful reminder of how our own fear can transform the world around us. The physical danger is still here, but that supernatural terror has vanished with the darkness. This place isn't evil, it's just sad. It's a monument to a time that's gone and a life that's been forgotten. My 24 hours are up. As I walk out of here for the last time, I'm left with this deep sense of respect. Respect for the people who built a life on this rugged shoreline, and respect for the power of nature to take back everything we leave behind. I came here for a survival challenge, but it turned into something more. It became a journey into the past. These ghost towns aren't just a bunch of crumbling buildings. They're archives of human ambition, struggle, and, ultimately, the fact that nothing lasts forever. We came here to see if I could survive the ghosts of Lake Erie, and I did. But the real story isn't about hauntings or jump scares. It's about remembering. It's about understanding that underneath the quiet decay of these forgotten places, there's a powerful story about the people who built our world. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to see more explorations into forgotten history, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Until then, stay curious.